Corona, and we are achievers, tenacious, and courageous. Salud.
No mires para atrás, el futuro no se encuentra ahí, no se encuentra nada en el mundo que no puedas lograr, con fe lo vas a conseguir,
Good evening. Oh, let's add Francia to the stream. She just popped up. Hello, hello.
Hola.
Hola to everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Ajusta Tu Corona. We will introduce ourselves in a few minutes. Hi, Richard. Oh my God, I just feel such a tickle to know you're her favorite. You're our fan.
He's a
Oh
top
my
fan.
gosh. Oh, it makes a mama proud.
Top fan.
Love you, Richard.
So, for all of you that are watching this evening, make sure you pop in and say hello. We wanted to let you know a few things. We do these lives without any sort of practice. We don't like speak the night before. We used to, but we just let it roll. Hi, Lily. Welcome. And we just let it roll. It just, whatever comes out, comes out. There's no editing of this. So I have not spoken to Francia all day today, but Francia was supposed to close on her first home today. And I would like to know how it went.
Thank you, ladies. It officially closed, officially sold. Definitely a blessing and a great opportunity and great clients. So I'm super
That
grateful.
means she got money, money, money. Money.
A buena hora, like Margarita says.
So how does it feel to finally go from the student to the actual someone putting in their bid to the sale to you walking away with your money today?
Amazing. It was amazing. And let me tell you, the buyer's realtor, half an hour before, wanted to point things out at the walkthrough, 30 minutes before, and asked for credits. And I'm like, it's definitely not over till it's over, but amazing experience, you know, kind of building that tough skin and that negotiating. And it was amazing.
Good for you.
A perfect example of going from surviving to thriving. Perfect example. I am Lillian Maldonado. I am your notary, your tax preparer, owner of Maldonado Consulting, bookkeeper, translator, you name it, I've done it. Exceptional Me Jewelry is also one of my businesses where I design custom jewelry. Ajusta Tu Corona, where we're at right now, founder and co-host with these beautiful queens. And I could go on and on and on because lately I've been on such a cloud. So, Margarita.
Hola, mi gente. I am La Margarita. I am your notary, wedding officiant, your spiritual and creative healing life coach. I am the co-host to Ajusta Tu Corona and Viva Café con Leche. I am your author, your artist, your writer. I am magically orgasmic. And welcome to Ajusta Tu Corona.
Beautiful, beautiful. I am Francia Elena Rodriguez Reina. I am your Florida real estate agent. I am your multi-level marketing entrepreneur. I am CEO of digital marketing services at FUR Marketing, and that's the initials and acronym for my initials for my full name and the acronym for my slogan, which is Focus, Excellence, Real Results. And welcome to Ajusta Tu Corona, which I am your co-host as well.
Bienvenidas, mujeres reinas, bienvenidas.
Yes, welcome.
That's on our next week's show. We do one Spanish, one English every other week. For our audience, if you understand both languages, we would love you to participate on both. We really want your feedback today because what we've been talking about the last 2 weeks is thriving to surviving. So you, as our guests, we'd like to hear from you what you learned, if anything sunk in, where you think you may need some tweeting or we can help you tweet the education. The reason that I ask for your feedback today is that Ajusta Tu Corona's webpage will be live on July 1st, and you will have the opportunity to actually deal with one of us as a life coach, as you know, whoever you choose as a life coach. We come on here, we give you a basic topic. We touch it, we touch it por encima, on top. And if you want more thorough leadership, more thorough training, more inner training, we are available to be life coaches to you, and you will be able to sign up on our webpage for that. So like I said, that will be live July 1st. You'll see all the bells and whistles from our beautiful marketer here for marketing, and she will make sure to blast that out to everybody. Hello, Darius. Richardson Darius. Hello. So we...
Hola, primo.
So we wanted to make that announcement. And like I said, we coach a lot of people, and a lot of the people that we coach are at a point in their lives where they want something better. They're ready for that change. They're tired of being in the same boat and are ready for more life. They're ready to live, and they want to try something different. They went from pain to prosperous. I mean, they went from the pain, then they went to learning to love themselves and accept themselves and what life is about. And now they want to thrive. They're like, okay, I already did all of that. I'm ready to move on. So this is where we try to help people. We try to help them form it and help them discover what it is that they would be wonderful at, what makes them happy, just little life skills to get you going.
Yeah, life balance. To help you balance your, again, if you are in a situation where you're stuck and you want to find yourself, definitely that's the place to start. It's finding yourself, working on yourself, your emotional, spiritual. And then once you start balancing and aligning with everything else, from the people around you to your purpose to everything, it's just launch from there. It's just.
And like Lillian said, we went from here to there to here. Now we're here, and where we want to go, those are building blocks. And to get to the alignment, to get to the balance, you got to cultivate that self-esteem, that self-love, that self-trust. It's like taking the seed and planting them deep into the soil and having the faith that it is going to bloom. And that we are that beautiful seed ready to bloom. We were in darkness for a while, and it was in darkness that we discovered who we are, and now we got to cultivate it to form what our purpose is and to keep going. And this is what, you're out there, this is what Lillian, Francia, and myself do. That is what we do.
Yes.
It is. There's no shame in anything that you've gone through. Trust me. Like I said, I come from a background of hell. We all came from the background of hell. And we have been transparent to everyone to let them know that nothing is impossible and nothing is unattainable. Whatever your heart desires, you can accomplish it. A lot of it is mindset. A lot of it. Others don't go as fast as other people. I'm the oldest one in the group. It took me probably about 4 years to build this dream, this platform. And we are so ready to give so much of ourselves, of our love, of our training, of what we've learned, of our experiences to those who need it, those who want it, that want to flourish. So please, we would so appreciate it if you're watching us on YouTube to like and subscribe. We have all of our videos from the very beginning on there. On here, please share with your friends. We want our platform to grow. You know, we're starting with the coaching sessions for those who want it, but there will be merchandise on there. There will be retreats on there that we will be having, and there will be our annual gala, Ajusta Tu Corona brunch, which we normally hold once a year. Right now, we're still deciding on whether we want to have it in Florida or Connecticut, or maybe we'll have it in both locations. We're just waiting to see what the government's rules are. I know that right now everything is open and no mask. Let's see what this leads to in a month or so.
Right, with the new variant too.
Correct. So we appreciate all of you.
Yes.
Someone out there tell me what they've learned. What they've learned about thriving. Like, bingo, way to plug the channel.
Who said
Thanks,
that?
Rich.
Richard.
So, Richard, since you watch us every week, what's one of the things that we have told you guys to, what is a form of going from surviving to thriving?
He's typing.
I know. Typing is, it's like a delay.
But yeah, it's wonderful that you're asking what the takeaways are, because sometimes things just need to be, I'm not a cook, but you know, when you cook, normal people, after they let the rice sit, vienen y lo remueven just to make sure. And that's how we have to do with the positive things we learn, because there's so much negative in every day, all day life, that it takes us to remind each other. What was a positive takeaway you had? And that's a great question to ask. We should ask that in our daily lives, of our partners, of our children, of our friends that we communicate with. What was a takeaway that you experienced today? And let them travel down the last 12 hours of their day. And I bet you they'll have more of good moments than the bad, but we just tend to dwell on the bad. So that let's all hold each other accountable to asking that question every day.
Because Margarita said it, I'm going to bring this one up. So throughout the day, we constantly let those negative thoughts creep in, and we have to quickly get rid of them. Quickly. Like when something, I'm a perfect example. Let me give you an example of mine. You know, and I know it sounds morbid, but you know, my son is out late, and you know, as a mother, you're like constantly worried. Like you're like, oh my God, I wonder if he got into a car accident. And I go, oh my God, why did I even think that? Why did I even say that? No, he's having a wonderful time with his friends, and he'll be home soon. But we constantly let these negative thoughts creep into my mind, including when I fly. Like, you know, I've told you over and over and over again, like I am literally terrified of flying, but I get on that plane because I try to overcome my fear, because my desire to see the world is bigger than my fear. But as soon as I'm about to get on that plane, all them negative thoughts start popping in my head. And I'm like, nope. God is going to be holding the plane like this, and he's going to be carrying me through the clouds, and I'm going to get to my destination just fine. But this is the way that we build our positive mindset. Because if we succumb to all those negative thoughts, we're creating our own doom. We're creating our own doom. So always, as soon as the negative thought tries to creep in, abolish it. put something beautiful in its place. Think of something beautiful.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we use that.
So
uh,
choose your thoughts carefully
yeah,
is one of the things that we taught you.
that
That's
exam.
the biggest enemy are our thoughts. That's our true enemy.
Yeah.
You know, and if you really want to secure a room in hell, keep living a guilty life. Keep having those negative thoughts make you feel guilty, because that's what takes you where that's your living hell.
Exactly. And
Mhm.
that's you creating, hell on earth for
Yeah,
yourself.
you're reliving
It
stuff.
is your mindset, your negativity, your attitude, your, how you react to people's attitude, how you react to, petty stuff, how, again, I try and tend to be very positive, and yeah, I have my negative thoughts, but even when someone is asking me those questions, Margarita, funny you say that. Like my boyfriend always, when I come home, is he talks to me and he asks me the right questions and gets me talking, trying to get whatever. But even him trying to be positive to see how my day was, he will react to some of my negative things that happened to me with anger and like, oh, why did that happen to you, or that. And I'm the one calming him down. I'm the one that's like, babe, he mad. He going, he's mad. I'm happy. I won today. And I'm going back to whatever, but it was kind of like, why am I gonna let his attitude bother me? That's the way he is. That's on him. That's his day. I'm coming back home happy.
And
So
now
I'm not.
because of the mindset that Lillian always talked about. And Richard says our ego is the enemy. Yeah, Richard, that's why one of my mantras that I say, that I wrote about in my book, is starve the ego, feed the spirit. And if you do that, you're always better off today than you were yesterday. Because we need to learn to do that. We need to learn to starve that ego and nurture and feed the spirit with what it needs, and starve the egos of its wants. Because I've been wanting to punch your throat out. But guess what happens? I got to be like, no, I'm going to be nice. So it's because I have that mindset. So it's maintaining a balance and using that part of the mindset when I'm in danger, and not when I'm just,
Exactly. And that mindset of perfection that some people have.
like with Virgos, we're not going to say nothing. Yeah.
What happened? Who?
So did you read Richard's takeaway, Lillian?
I did. Despite the presumed failure, the small change of mindset can set you on a wonderful path. So I guess people are listening.
Beautiful.
So that is true. So that was like, choose your thoughts carefully and make a conscious effort to think positively and knock that negativity out. So that was one of the lessons. And what Richards just said, mindset.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, Lillian, how difficult is to change that mindset?
It's on your own, it's very difficult. You need someone to guide you along and be your cheerleader. I mean, it could be your group. I have an amazing tribe, and I mean amazing. I attract positive people. I attract like-minded people because that's how I am and that's how my mindset works. So my tribe is constantly growing. And even though I have an amazing tribe, I still work with 2 life coaches myself. So to say that you can do it on your own, you're fabulous. You're amazing. And you have no hiccups in life.
Listen, when I love God, I love Jesus. I talk to them all day, every day, especially. I don't talk to them when I did something I shouldn't. I'll talk to you tomorrow. But anyway, Jesus had 12 disciples that he traveled with. And if that doesn't show you that we cannot make it anywhere alone, we need to form a tribe of people we trust, of people that we are going to give motivation and inspiration to, that we are going to be of service to them, not what they can give us. Then, you know what? We're going to hit those bumps in the road. We're going to dance down memory lane sometimes and get sad or be reminded of the hurt or the poor decisions we made. But it's about going back to that tribe and saying, I'm having a bad day today. And that tribe regrouping, helping to regroup you. Not changing you, but just saying, okay, mama, blah, 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 blah. And you can have conversations with every member of your tribe at different hours of the day, and they're going to say the same thing differently. And that's what's important about a tribe. They're not going to, it's not uniform. Francia's not going to tell me the same thing Lillian's going to tell me. One's going to be nice, one's going to be kind of rude. But the thing is, the message is going to affect me as it should. And that's what we got to look for in a tribe. We got to look for differences and difference of tone. Because one day you might want to just call Francia. You say, hey, Margarita. And Lillian's like, Margarita! Pero yo no entendí eso. And we need to know who we have in our corner in order to go to them when our spirit is wounded. And that's a tribe. That's this tribe that we have.
Yes.
Hello, Brenda. Brenda
Hi,
is in
Brenda.
Florida. Brenda, you have all your friends in Florida watching us. I hope. Constructive criticism can be a good thing. Do not confuse something that can build you better with complaint from haters.
Right. And
Say it
also
louder
just
for the people in the background.
yeah, and also just have.
Dale.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. The constructive criticism is so important, but again, you yourself have to have that mindset, open mind to receive constructive and be able to tell them apart. Because if you have that closed mindset and you're very defensive, every time someone tries to help you, you're going to block blessings. You're going to block them. So you definitely, part of that again is working on yourself, admitting or acknowledging that, you know, you're at a place where you will like help. You will like to grow in certain places in your life, and you're going to seek those people that are going to help you. But if you sit there and, oh no, I'm perfect, or I don't need anybody, when someone tries to help you, give you good advice, it's going to go in one ear, out the other, and you're going to miss that blessing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be your fault, because you know I don't have hair in my tongue. If you keep missing opportunity because your lack of trust, your lack of commitment to yourself, to know and to trust your intuition to build a good tribe, do not blame everyone around you why things aren't working out. That's my big problem with people. Look in the mirror, because the problem always begins with you. Yes. You chose to be around certain people that are criticizing you instead of giving you constructive criticism. You need to dig a hole, dig a cave, break the door down, and get away from that if you want your mindset to be beautiful in the beautiful botanical gardens. That should be your mindset. That's what you should be watering it every day. And smell your own damn roses and build that tribe that's going to get you out of it. So it's not about, Lillian. It's like, okay, what am I doing that's not working, and what can I do to make it flourish?
Yes. Water your own grass.
Your own garden.
Your own garden and your own grass. So you're not over there like, oh, why is there greener? Because they're focusing on themselves. They're focusing on their grass and making sure that is green. So what are you doing that your grass is not green enough for you?
Looking at mine. You're too busy looking at mine.
Yeah, exactly. You're too busy looking at somebody else's grass.
You're taking my roses and you're not watering your bush. Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's what life is. We're not being critical, mi gente. For those that are listening, we're not being critical. What we're doing is we are creating balance on Ajusta Tu Corona. So we're going to talk about the negative, because without that, you will not enjoy the positive. Without the negative happening in your life, you will not see your progress in the positive. you know, and I give credit where it's due. I've always been a person to speak my mind. But it wasn't until Lillian kept saying it that I remembered, and then I started putting it into practice, because when life happens, you tend to forget the good things. And you only hold on to the bad. So thank you, Lillian, for constantly drilling that into it. It was like all of last year while we were doing Ajusta tu Corona here in my yard.
I'm
You
the
know, all
constructive
the photo shoots, all the videos. So yeah.
One of you on here, I don't know if she's still watching, but had an issue with this, and that is to forgive yourself and others for past mistakes.
Big one.
They're all learning opportunities. Take the lessons from them and move on.
Yes, that's a big one. To hold grudges, to hold, especially on yourself. You know how much you're going to beat up yourself? How much you're going to block blessings because you say, I don't deserve that because I made a mistake. It's going to stop you. It's going to keep you stuck if you have that type of mentality. The first thing one should do is look within, remember what happened, to learn from it, and then forget it. And then forget what happened and apply the lesson moving forward. But you can't sit there and dwell on your past and your mistakes. And if people start throwing your past in your face, you let them know. You don't live there anymore, right? You're not that person anymore. I did that. Look at me now. You have things to show that you're no longer that mistake or that person that made that mistake. And they can't
tell them you don't know me.
Can't rub that. Exactly. You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You don't know me for
you know that person from the past, from 5 years ago, but you don't know me.
You don't know me 4 minutes ago when I decided to change.
Correct. It's all about a decision.
The person standing in front of you at that moment. Don't judge from yesterday, and don't prejudge for what it might be tomorrow. But just the one in front of yourself. And if that person doesn't sit well with you, it's your right to walk away. If that person, then I say, it's like you feel a pull, then talk. There's a message somewhere. There's a growth that's gonna come from it. But you gotta be aware and you gotta be accountable to yourself in order for change to occur.
Correct.
Absolutely. It's like, I compare it to stepping on a nail or a thorn in your side. If you don't forgive yourself or forgive that other person, when you see them or when you think of them, it's like the nail is going deeper into your foot. You're hurting yourself. You're not doing anything to them. They're probably living a go happy life. And you're the one that's suffering and stuck with it and stressing about it.
So remember,
close the wound. Let's move on.
Because remember, karma is not just, it's not just things you do to people. Karma is your thoughts as well. Your inner thoughts and what you're wishing on those people. So every time you see someone that did something to you or, or made you make a mistake, and you're going to damn them, right? You're going to be like, oh, look at them. I hope they do the, like perfect example right now, my Aunt Joshua's father, it's in the hospital. He's not feeling well. Something's wrong with his back and it's going to his leg. And, and all I keep telling him is, you're going to be okay. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. And that was since I decided to forgive him for whatever it is, I decided to pray for him and wish him well, because that's my karma, not his.
Absolutely. And Richard says, you can't hold on to feelings of anger for those that wronged you, including yourself.
No, you can't.
It's toxic.
It's in the past. It happened. You can't unbring yourself. The only thing you're responsible for is not repeating it. Because you learned a valuable lesson of what doesn't work for you and what doesn't work for your loved ones. So now you don't repeat it. Don't hold on to it. If somebody wronged you, it's their loss because you're a diamond. Oh, and if you value yourself and know enough to know that you are priceless and somebody wronged you because of their own insecurities, it's their loss. You keep going.
Absolutely.
It
Live,
takes time.
mhm. Live authentically. That's
But
a big
listen, I'm gonna be 53 years old. This
Beautiful.
is my favorite age.
And look at that red lipstick. Woo!
This is my favorite time right now. This is where I get to restart my life.
Mhm.
It's not late, you know. I'm not as porcelain as I used to be. That's fine. I'm still me. El que le guste bien y si no también. I'm not also gonna, do acrobats to somebody to like something and then not everything. Right? Because we talk about pain. Painful is when somebody just wants a certain part of you. I think that Ajusta Tu Corona we're just like, you ever, Lillian went to see the Northern Lights. They have the caves with all the crystals hanging from it.
Mm,
Are you familiar with those caves, Lil?
Yes.
And you walk in and they have the crystals, like,
Mhm.
pouring in the cave. That's us. You come in, we're gonna shine you with light. We're gonna offer you, healthy, organic food so that you can nurture your soul with. And we don't ask for nothing in return for only you to get up and do better. That's what Ajusta Tu Corona does. That's why we come here every Thursday.
So Richard's last comment says, that's how I felt about my daughter's mother, but I had to let go of the nonsense. My daughters are well. That's all that matters.
All that matters.
beautiful. Beautiful, Richard.
And I live by this next one. I'm sorry, Francia, go ahead.
No, I said beautiful, Richard.
Now, so I live by this next one. This is me all the time. Jumping from something new to something new is never stop learning. Never.
That's right. Keep your life
Oh,
interesting, things to look forward to. That's a big one for me.
learn about yourself and others. Margarita's huge on learning about other cultures. Huge.
Yeah, and everything. Even the culture.
She reads it. I rather visit the country.
Yes, definitely have things to look forward to, and live your life. And we already have abundance. Look around you. You have abundance, life all around you. You just have to own it and claim it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Brenda's favorite. I know it because she's always bubbly around people. Choose to spend your time with people who lift you up. That smile will stay on your face constantly.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's an amazing one. And something that I guess I do this, but I do it humbly to the point where I don't really realize I'm doing it. It just comes to me naturally, is to contribute. Contribute to others. There's people that give their tithes in church. I choose to help the one that needs it the most. I donate. Those are all forms of contribution. Giving your time to charity, giving your time to a cause. That's all contributions. And remember, if we believe that there is bad karma out there, you have to believe that the goodness also comes back to you. So I was having this conversation the other day with someone where they were booking a flight, and like the difference between the flight, I think, was like $28. And I'm like, yeah, so what? That's $28. Yeah, so what? Well, I'm trying to watch my money. If you hold on to what you have like this, you're holding on to that change, you're holding on to that money, you're holding on to the crumbs, and you don't open your hand to receive the loaf of bread, the blessings, and what's coming to you, you're never going to get it. So you have to put in your mindset that even though it is leaving, it's going to come back trifold to you the other way. So
Intentionally.
open that fist, and let go of those crumbs so that you can receive the loaves of bread that are coming.
Yes. Be intentional with what you want, with what you're asking for, what you're doing with that money. This money is you're using it for something, you know, and that what you're using it for is an investment for you that's gonna get you even more.
Absolutely.
Whether
You are not
it is
spending
a
money.
pleasure. Hmm.
You are investing money. If it's a pleasure, you're investing in your happiness. You're investing in loving yourself. You're investing in self-care. And it is for you. It is never spend or throw away. It is an investment to your salud, your health.
Yes.
Just keep kindness and gratitude in your heart and be of service. And remember, when you do something for somebody, they don't owe you anything. And that's the biggest flaw that humans have. They keep score of what they consider a favor. You're not doing me a solid if you're going to throw it back in my face. You're not doing me a solid if when you ask me for something, you're just going to say, well, why not? I'm always there for you. That's not a favor. And just because you did something for me, supposed to be out of your heart, doesn't mean I'm the one that's going to pay it forward. It can be a complete stranger. If you do it with kindness and gratitude, you will receive abundance from places you never even imagined. And that's what we got to remember. Walk with kindness in your heart. Be grateful that you can offer somebody something, and walk away and just, you know, and before you know it, like Lillian said, you'll get a trifold back. But if you're keeping score, if you're holding on tight to something and you're going to be sacándola en cara, don't expect miracles to happen.
Right.
That's not how life works.
Exactly.
And to grow and to get out of pain and to just leave that suffering behind and thrive, you have to be of service and you have to do it with kindness.
That's right. Yes. That's a big one. Gratitude is a big one.
That's number one. That's number one.
You have
That should
to
be
be
at the top of your
grateful.
list.
Yeah.
That should be the first thing
Be
you say.
grateful.
Hit the ground in the morning.
Yeah.
Be grateful to
It's
God.
you grateful, you know, give thanks in the darkness, give thanks in the light, you know, and give praise, you know, your blessings, and be intentional about what other blessings you want.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Beautiful. You know, it's just, and that comes with cultivating self-trust and self-love. That you can pour forth from your cup because your cup is no longer empty, because you're filling it with kindness and gratitude for what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for, what you can smile about. Then your cup is always runneth over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean about pouring from an empty cup? Because you have to be selfish in order to be selfless. Be selfish with your time to get done what you need to get done. Healing, you know, getting over the grief, getting over the pain. Be selfish with that time to take care of you so that then the other part, you can be selfless and gift. Those two go together. There's not a negative connotation with being selfish. Selfish means I love me enough to take care of me so that I can be there for you. What are you laughing at, Lillian?
Richard,
What do you say?
Richard wrote, if you loan to someone, claim it on your taxes. If you give somebody a loan, claim it on your taxes. No, you do not understand the message. You give from your heart. with
That,
no
but what he's
expectation in
saying,
return.
he's being sarcastic, right?
Yes,
I know he
If
is.
you're,
I know
if,
he is. That's
exactly,
why I laugh. That's why I laugh.
exactly. If it's strictly business, say that from the beginning and give me a contract,
Mhm.
and it's a give and take. But if it's a favor, then say it's a favor and don't worry about it. Be honest. Be real with the person. You know, yeah. But you know, and then you learn who's who. You learn who's who, and that's also part of learning. That's also part of living. That's also a blessing when they show their true colors. It's your choice.
Yeah. When they do that, did anybody ever see The Bronx Tale with Robert De Niro? It's an old movie, The Bronx Tale. Richie, did you see The Bronx Tale? It's like based on a true story, but Robert De Niro played the dad in it. And Sonny, it was another actor in the movie. He was like this mafioso, right? It's an Italian neighborhood in the Bronx. And the kid that was working for Sonny sees another guy across the street, and he's yelling at him, and he's about to run off. And Sonny holds him, and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "He owes me $20." And he's like, "You're gonna run across the street? You're gonna lose your integrity yelling out in the street like that for $20? Chuck it up as you lost. That man will never ask you for money again. Your cost was cheap in losing something that had no value to your life."
Right. Right.
Hero,
Sometimes
yes, it was
the
a great movie.
message, the sign, the red flag, right? If it's only $20, thank God it was only $20, because I could have given her or him 100 next time. Thank God it was only $20. And they're showing you the true colors that they can't even show their face for $20. You know, if you did lend them to them, you know, if it was a loan, you know,
People do
then
that for
people
$5.
show you. Yeah, you know,
People do that for
show you.
$5.
But the message of that is, again, is you gave because you carry kindness in your heart, and you know what? Somebody, you know, a friend asked you for money and you gave, but it doesn't mean you hold on to that anger. It doesn't mean that you start creating a darkness within you that doesn't need to be there. That's all
Right.
part of healing. Healing is not for the faint of heart. Healing is messy and it is painful. And that's what we talk about in all the previous shows. We can
Growing pains.
done, but as long as while you're healing, you remember that it is not for the faint of heart. Not everybody can heal. We can show you how, but it's ultimately up to you to want to get up. And it's messy because you're going to cry all over again. You're going to have mascara coming down. And it's painful because you're going to have to revisit old wounds. But it's not real. It's in here. Are you worth it? Are you worth that journey back in time to move forward? That's the ultimate question you got to ask yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And when you visit or see those people again, or you know, or you are back in a certain situation and you can laugh about it, you can smile, you can pray for them, you are in a great place. I get goosebumps.
Absolutely.
I get
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And
goosebumps.
that's
You have
why
arrived.
this is my favorite age. This is my best season. My time is now. Because the mentality has caught up with the body.
Yeah. Hey, I'm right with you. I'm right with you.
So this is wherever you are, whoever's listening, whoever's watching this after, remember where you are is your best day.
Yes.
Where you are standing is your best day. Forget about what they did to you, what they said to you, how many times you fell. Eso ya pasó. Just where you are in this moment. Be
The
grateful.
precious
Hug
gift.
yourself. Kiss yourself. Do whatever it is, but celebrate your moment where you are. You might not be where you want to be, but you're not where you were.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
You want to look for beauty. Look for beauty. There's beauty everywhere, in nature, outside, in people, in people's hearts. You need to do something or see beauty and let it be an inspiration. Take a journal, write down like what you saw beautiful during the day. What did you see during the day that you're grateful and it was beautiful and it inspired you? There's beauty all around you. Just look for the beauty in the day. And you're
Yes.
going to see how your mind starts to shift.
Yes. Even a simple TikTok sometimes for me, and I see the diversity, like, of people on TikTok, from disabilities to, heavy women feeling good about themselves, a transformation, a kid seeing their parent after 15 years of not seeing them, a soldier returning to their home, those stuff, like, I'm sorry, it makes me cry, it makes me feel good, it makes me appreciate life. Even those things are silly, they're on TikTok, but they feel me. They show me there's beauty out there, no matter how people might see it.
No, you're right. This one goes to Margarita because she loves to be in nature. She finds grounding and purpose in nature. And it happens to be one of the top things that brings happiness to people that are on the curve of surviving to thriving. So one of the things very dear to my heart is the Sunflower Haven. And I wanted to be, what's the word that I'm using? Rehabilitative to the women to be able to grow sunflowers, plant sunflowers, sell the sunflowers at the Sunflower Haven where they're being protected. So nature can transform your spirit, your mind, like no other.
Mm-hmm. You walk outside barefoot, you're feeling drained. All you gotta do is take your shoes off, walk on that grass, walk on that dirt, and that's like you connecting the wires from one car to another to start that battery. It regenerates you like this. Hug a tree. I'm a tree hugger. I love it. I got Mateo hugging trees.
Yes,
I saw the
I was there
picture.
for it.
That's
So
beautiful.
yeah,
It's like
thank you for that.
your problems are so small compared to the world around you. If you just stand there and you're grounded and you just like look up at the sun or at the moon and you're being filled with nature's energy and you realize what a speck of dust we are on this world and
Yes.
all the bad things that are going on in that world, and we're just this one little speck of dust, happy, grounded.
Yeah. I love the beach. I
Yeah,
love the
me too.
sand and just watching the horizon in the ocean. It's so inspirational, it's so grounding, it is like, wow. You start thinking of the beyond and where you are, and then the whole world, like a whole, like you just said, in a whole. It's crazy. Nice.
So we're all
Absolutely.
valuable. See, we add value. All of us combine hold value. So we have to hold value on ourselves so that we can value the ones around us.
Yes.
We have to
And
respect
they
ourselves.
can value you.
But the thing is, people will treat you as you allow them to treat you. And a lot of us are not sure of that growing up because a lot of us weren't taught that. We had to learn the hard way, right? Por cantazos, through verbal abuse, through controlling. But when you learn it and then you set the bar, and I believe, Lillian, correct me if I'm wrong, that's one of the workshops or one of the programs we're gonna have is, reconstructing your moral compass so those boundaries they're gonna stand the test of time. That nobody, no matter what manipulation, what antagonizations they use towards you, is not gonna make you lower that bar to appease anybody.
No.
And when you have that boundary, it's people are gonna learn. Wait a minute, she's not letting me do that, so I'm not gonna let so-and-so do that to me. So it's a trickle effect. We're giving lessons out through our actions.
Yes. Oh, yes. The way you react to those people that, hold on, when I used to tell you this or scream at you or belittle you, it used to get to you. Now it doesn't. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Am I screaming loud enough? Am I being a bitch enough? No. I just react to it differently.
Because it's
my,
not
my
about
boundaries, my
It's about
exactly are different. It's not getting to me. I'm not gonna give you the reaction you want from me.
that's how we value it. And the beauty of a tribe is like the beauty of nature. We should be able to go get together and put our minds together and create so much successes that it overflows onto the people coming up, that they might want to follow in our footsteps or are going to need guidance because they're doing something similar to us. Because remember, what's the quote that we all have put on our pages? The only competition we have is with who we were yesterday. Not with Lillian being a notary, me being a notary, not with Lillian being a life coach and me being a life coach and you becoming a life coach. That's not the competition, because we can each take the same curriculum and teach it, and it's going to have a different effect. Because we're all priceless in our own
you're
way.
going to attract different people, and you're going to be in different places, different times. My beautiful friend Brenda, she just passed her real estate, and I congratulate her. And the first thing I say was, "Girl, I want you on my team."
Well,
I want to help you grow. You help me grow. Let's go.
But look at the epitome of the beauty of our tribe. We were not able to, but Lillian showed up for all of us and went and took her out to celebrate.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
And that's the type of tribes we want to incorporate with different groups of women that we come in contact with. We weren't there, but Lillian was, and she's one of our tribe members. So that means Brenda, we all were there.
Exactly. Oh,
She knew.
yeah,
I
Lillian
cheered for
made
the three
sure.
of us. Salud.
Yes. Yes. I
Pay
love it.
attention to your limiting beliefs. That goes back to the closed fist. It's not even the sky is the limit anymore. Now it's like the universe. The endless universe is the limit. I cannot tell you, you all see me smile all the time. And these ladies will tell you, I'm like this all the time. If I'm not smiling, I'm either tired. I'm tired. Because I'm
crying.
Huh?
Or you
or crying.
Yeah.
But she cries happy tears.
Yeah, yeah.
She cries happy tears. They're not even sad tears. They're just happy
I'm not even
tears.
sad. They could be telling me a story and it touches my heart and my eyes water up. And she's like, "Are you gonna cry?" I was like, "Oh, that was just so beautiful."
She cries over everything. Oh Lord.
But I'm happy. Like in my heart, I believe I'm at the right place at the right time, fulfilling my purpose. And my son tells me, "You're watching the novela. That's only at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. to 11. I'm entitled to an hour of TV."
Right, that's your me time.
She's always on her phone, Richard, because she is a multi-business woman. And when people say, "Don't you get tired of talking?" Like my sister and my nieces, don't you throw her already? You've been on the phone all day. Like when I have Viva on Thursday mornings, and then I have interviews for people to be on Viva, and then I'm having conversations in between, and then I have Ajusta. No, I don't get tired of talking. I was born to talk. Hello. But people see that as a waste of time, or what, you're at it again. But again, I'm not here. I'm not walking like this, but I'm not like saying, "Oh my God, am I doing something wrong?" No, I got this.
Exactly. I'm walking around with my iPad and my phone from 8 in the morning to whenever I'm, done and whatever. And oh my God, I can't do that around my sister though. She doesn't understand it. My man, oh my God, he's so like patient. He talks to me and makes me repeat things to make sure that I'm listening to him. But he respects the fact that, oh babe, you're working? Yes, I am. I'm not, I'm not scrolling through. I'm working. But he still talks to me and makes sure, like he understands. He doesn't just, oh, she's ignoring me. She's on the phone. No, he understands. My sister's like, oh, get off the phone. You're always on the phone. I was like, Maria, if you asked me what I was doing, I could tell you, or if you needed my attention, ask me nicely and I will, put the Instagram down if that was Instagram time, but it is definitely a multitasker thing. But
It
back
is.
to the,
But I just
Absolutely.
want to read Richard. Richard Rowe, I'm going to go by his top one. It's not about flexing and the negative. It's about being able not to be affected by it. That's all. That is the best outcome. Correct. And then he's talking about his mama or looking through your phone or watching your novela or screaming at Jacob. Uh-huh. Buy it. I've seen it.
Anybody Latino, I mean, any family out there knows that your children are never near you. And they have their earbuds in their ears. They're playing video games with the headset. So in order to get their attention, you have to scream bloody murder. It's not that he's getting yelled at, is that he's getting yelled for.
exactly. Like, come over here.
I believe
And then he makes you, and then he walks in the room and tickles you
Yes.
and makes you smile.
Mhm.
Or say some sarcastic Jacob thing, and
Yeah,
there goes.
it's ridiculous. And now you have to text your kids, come here, and they're like in the room next door. It's the way it is. And he's saying not buying that either. Well, let's put this to you like this. So he knows I am multitasking because I have multi businesses. He says I'm always on my phone. So he bought me a 30-hour battery pack. So that because it just so happens that when he calls me, there's 7%, 3%, 1% on my phone. And he said, as a businesswoman, you should have a battery pack to make sure everything stays charged, which is a wonderful thing. But today I went and got another business phone because I have an 800 number that's going to come into my business line. So just to let you know, Richard, I'll be having 2 phones now. And an iPad and a laptop.
Get ready, Richard.
So try something new. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this new phone out.
But that's today's entrepreneurial woman. That's the Latina boss in us. We got a phone for familia nomás, and then we got the business phone, and then we got, we're writing, we're setting up agendas, we're doing, and I think that is so beautiful. Get one bag, laptop, iPad, your phones, everything's good, everything's lovely, and the beauty of it all, nobody has to understand your methodology as long as you have it down pat.
Exactly.
Because creating a business is not about, oh, I own a business. It's a lot. It's a lot of mental exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But quickly going right back to the limiting beliefs. I don't know if you guys were on the call yesterday. No, on Clubhouse with Nina.
I was. Were you, Lillian?
And so was Lillian. Yeah.
Yes.
So my boss got on, remember?
Yes.
The lady I work for. So positive, right? During the call. Positive and this and what she's trying and whatever. And as soon as we hung up, as soon as we ended, I sent her a text and I said, Miriam, thank you for joining us. And I would love for you to be a speaker on one of our events one day. Because she's literally, her name on Clubhouse is From Hood to Good. She is, runs multi-businesses as well. And she's a badass in her own right. She laughed. What do you want me to speak about? I was like, oh, I'm sorry. You just got out of the room of stop limiting yourself or limiting your beliefs. And you're saying here that you're not speaker worthy. I said that to her. So again, this person that's supposed to be a leader, a boss, multi whatever, and so positive, and for her to say, I'm not speaker worthy, I said, yes, you are. You're a successful story. Your multi, successes with your businesses. That's something to speak about. So again, people teach you in those ways too. When they're limiting themselves, you should be able to catch that so you don't do it to yourself.
We do need backpacks. I'm looking into that. Thank you for confirming.
Women need to wear backpacks now. No sense for the man to hold on to two purses, LOL. Absolutely. And I happen to carry a backpack with me everywhere with my multi-level marketing products to test them on whoever I run into on the street. And then when I'm not doing multi-level marketing, I have a bag that carries my laptop, my iPad, and my 2 phones. We want to end it with learn to be 100% responsible for your life. That is the bottom line. You're responsible, your choices, your decisions, and the sky is limitless, or the universe. Mi gente, thank you for joining us today. This was a great topic. Love the interaction. We appreciate it. And we will see you next week in Spanish. Remember, you are amazing. You are loved. You are exceptional.
And remember, mi gente, breathe in the beauty. Come on, Richard. And breathe out the bullshit. Namaste.
Yes, remember, walk intentionally every day. Intentionally. Take care, everybody.
Buenas noches.